excited about this season in ACC basketball, and how about that side coming to you live all day long from uptown Charlotte with the ACC men's basketball tip-off. We've got about 4 hours to go. I'm very excited about our next guest because we got the one and only NC State head coach Kevin Keatts here on set with us. Coach Keatts, it is always good to talk to you. I know you're excited about the guys you have coming back and some of the new faces. How are we feeling this time of the year, about 2 weeks away?
Well, thanks for having me. Before I start, you've always looked great. These two guys right here, they've come a long way, man. I mean, they have come a long way.
Tell us more about him. You've seen him a long time.
Every time he starts telling stories.
You don't know where he's going to go.
I'm telling you, first thing I did when I walked up to the set, I was like, man, who dressed you guys? You look really good.
They do what they can. They do what they can. Your team, I'm sure, is looking pretty good. This is a good time of the year. Everybody's undefeated. Everybody's excited, pretty much healthy for the most part. How are the guys looking?
So our guys are working hard. You know, we're in this new world of college basketball where, you know, we got 7 transfers and 1 freshman and trying to blend everybody together, but excited about our group. Love the guys that we have who are competing every day.
Tell me about big DJ Burns and what's next for him. He was probably one of the more fun players last season.
We love talking to him.
Getting to that left hand, big DJ is so much fun to watch. Tell me about his development, what he's going to bring to the table this year.
So, Luke, you know, because you played for me, I've always been a really good guard coach. I let guards play. DJ Burns has helped me become a better big man coach. Maybe the best big man coach in the country now because of that.
I like that.
He's good. He's graceful. I think the really things that he's done this year that really I've been impressed with is his leadership. You know, he's one of the few guys in the country that you can throw the ball into and score with his back to the basket. He's been really showed a lot of leadership for us. He's done a great job with our locker room. He's going to be really good. He's improved. He's trimmed down. And he's done a better job on the defensive end.
How tough is it to keep the locker room together when you do have 7 new guys? You know, it's just a different environment. Is it a player-led thing? Is it something you try and instill in the guys, kind of building the chemistry?
Yeah, Luke, it's like when you came to Hargrave. Think about that. Every year we had a new group of guys, and one of our challenges is trying to figure out how to get everybody on the same page a little bit earlier. This group's a little bit different than last year because we had Bahamas. We could, you know, practice for 10 days. We could go practice. We could play a couple games. So now we've had to do it a little bit with team bonding stuff, getting all, you know, being together on and off the court.
Well, Coach, you talk about being a guards coach. You lost 2 really good guards in Jarkel Joyner and Terquavion Smith. What are your expectations for Casey Morsell this season? Because he's a guy we know he can shoot. He can get after it defensively, but I'm assuming that his next step is being more assertive on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, that's a great point. 2 really good dynamic scorers. I don't have 2 guys that I think on any given night can go for 25 to 30. Casey is going to be huge on this team. I think he had his best statistical year last year, shooting about 41% from 3. His next step is being able to put the ball on the floor. I need him to get to the free throw line a little bit more, be a little bit aggressive, and his leadership, him and DJ's leadership is going to be so important for us.
I want to go back to DJ a little bit more in depth because you mentioned him slimming down and just what he means to this team. We talked to him last year. I can't remember who y'all had just beat. It was a big win. You're going to a nice restaurant. You're getting ice cream. He told us it was an Italian restaurant. He told us he was getting a salad. He wasn't. I mean, he's got to seem like he has such a good work ethic, such a good mindset, mentality. Or was he just lying to us because you're smiling and he had the ice cream anyways?
No, he got his salad after he ate that ice cream.
But how hard is he working for you?
You know, he is, first of all, he's a tremendous personality. I think when he gets done playing basketball, he could literally come back and be the mayor of Raleigh at some point.
I love it.
But he's worked extremely hard, and reason being is, you know, I think at the end of the year, going to the NCAA tournament, he had a little bitter taste in his mouth about the Creighton game because he didn't play well. And it's funny how certain things will motivate guys to become better.
You were one of the best teams in the country last year with not turning the basketball over. A lot of that has to do with your personnel, Jarkel Joyner and Terquavion. You know, you put those guys in space and let them go to work. This team is very different. Style-wise, how do you have to play offensively to produce some points?
Yeah, you know, this team is completely different, and I always warn people, you know, and I even I have to stop myself sometime because I'm saying to Quavion a lot or Jarkel a lot. I think what we have in this group is we've got 10 guys that I can put on the floor, and we'll have a little bit more balance. I don't think that, you know, those two guys average 17 points a game. I think we got, you know, 5 or 6 guys that can be around 10 to 12 points a game and a little bit more depth. I like the defense of this group. I think this group could be really stingy defensively, but, you know, we're going to need everybody to score on this team.
And, Coach, talking about those 10 guys, you have a lot of versatility on your team where guys can play multiple positions. How will that help on the defensive end? Because you don't have Jarkel Joyner and Turquavion Smith that can take on that offensive load where you don't have to be as good defensively. But how will that versatility help this year?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great because for the first time in a long time, you think back to a few years when we had injuries, we were able to play DJ Funderburg and Manny Bates together. There are going to be times where you're going to see a Ben Middlebrooks in there at the 4, and you also Mo Diarra. And so we have a lot of interchangeable parts where I think where you'll see the growth in the team or the difference in the team is more at our 4 spot than it's ever been.
When you have depth, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Playing for you at Hargrave and then at Louisville, we pressed. We got after. Are you going to use that depth and try and get the pace going?
You know, Luke, I wouldn't be in coaching if I couldn't press. We're gonna. You know, I think, you know, last year we averaged about close to 15 points a game in fast break points. I think the best in the ACC. I would love for this team to even play faster than that. Defensively, we were very stingy. I think we were 1 or 2 in the league in steals. I think we have the ability to play that way. Our biggest thing with so many new pieces is trying to get everybody on the same page.
We're going to get to see it for the first time on November 6th as you guys start the season with the Citadel. Coach, we can't wait to see what you guys look like this year, and best of luck.
Well, do me a favor. You keep taking care of these guys.
I'll do my best.
Sure,
it's hard.
Because I know. And
then when we got Boozer in the mix,
I know.
I mean.
I know. And hey, look, I know your back's hurting. You've been carrying those guys, but I appreciate
they carry me. They do.
I appreciate you doing it, and thank you guys for having me on.
I appreciate you, Coach Keatts. Let's go now.